going to be the Chick-Fil-A Jingle theme tutorial for the guitar. First thing out the gate is that we are doing the back half of the extended jingle. The front half should sound something like this. And then it does what it is that we were doing. So we're going to be predominantly dealing with only 3 chords. We've got a B flat chord, an E flat chord, and then another B flat chord in a different register. If you have any questions in regards to the chord shapes that we're using, these are found in my book, in particular in chapter 6, with the intervallic distances contained within each of the shapes. So without further ado, we're going to start off with the B flat chord using a G shape. We'll be using the intervals of 1, 3, and 5 on the 6th fret, the 5th fret, and the 3rd fret of the E, A, and the D. The picking pattern for that is going to go E, A, D, A, E, A. Then you're going to shift to the C shape that's been shifted up to an E flat chord, and we're going to be dealing again with the 1, 3, and 5 of it. The frets will be the same, but the strings are now going to be A, D, and G. The picking pattern also changes. It's going to go A, D, A, G, D. The last chord shape is going to shift up. It's going to do another B flat chord, but I'm going to be using a D chord shape. Technically, it's going to be a D over F sharp, so it's an inverted chord shape that I'm using. So this is going to be with our ring finger at the 12th fret of the D, the 10th fret of the G with our index finger, and the 11th fret on the B with our middle finger. And that should sound something like this. Be aware, I am palm muting this. Palm muting is just when you take your palm right here, and you're going to put it up against the point of contention of your string and your saddle, and that's to give it more of a muted sound. And that's just to really mask the fact that I'm using a guitar to not overpower the ukulele. All right, this is going to be the tutorial for the Chick-fil-A Jingle using the ukulele, which is the featured instrument on this track. So first thing that we need to explain is the fact that a common modification, and one of the easiest modifications that a ukulele player can make, is by swapping out their G string here for a thicker string so that they can drop that tone down an octave. And what it does is that it basically gives you a lower tone up here. So when we go to play this, you're gonna notice that this string here is going to sound thinner, but the reason for that is because this ukulele is traditionally strung, which is also one of the reasons why we ended up using a guitar to be able to kind of give it more of a thicker sound and give it that sound that is in the jingle. So be aware of that, so when I go to play it, you know that that first note is supposed to be a lower sound. If you want it to sound exactly like this jingle, then you need to restring your ukulele with a thicker string and drop the tuning an octave. So, without further ado, we're going to start off with the B flat chord. We're going to take an A major chord shape and shift it up 1/2 step, which is either A sharp or B flat. Our fingers are going to be on the 3rd, the 2nd, and the 1st fret with our ring, middle, and index on the G, the C, and the E, and the A. That is going to be your B flat chord. The picking pattern for this will be G, C, E, C, G, C. The next shape is going to be a D major chord on the ukulele, shifted up to D sharp or E flat. We're not going to be playing with the middle finger here. We're just going to be utilizing ring finger, pinky finger, and index finger on the 3rd fret of the C, 3rd fret of the E, and the 1st fret of the A. When we go to play this, our picking pattern changes. Now it's going to go C, E, C, A, E. Then we're just going to go back to the B flat chord that we played before and just strum it once. That should sound something like this. And that is the tutorial for the jingle of Chick-fil-A. It is worth noting, which I did mention in the beginning of the guitar tutorial, is that there is an extended jingle, meaning that when you listen to the full jingle that's available, you can hear that they do something a little bit different. That should sound something like this. And that is going to be the first half. Basically what we covered is the back half of it that you're most likely going to hear on the advertisement. So, eat more chicken. Hi, my name is Tom Rodriguez, and I am the author of Unlock Your Lute. This book deals with a simple approach to guitar fretboard mechanics and walks you through how to visualize music theory through chord structures. If you're interested in purchasing my book, you can head over to my website at unlockyourlute.com. If you're interested in joining the Unlock Your Loop community, head over to my Patreon. There you can get access to resources including tabs and backing tracks for this song and many more to come. Links are found in the description. Please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already. Also, remember to hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Don't be a stranger. If you have any questions, comment below.